You are tuned in to the Total Makeover program series with the amazing, phenomenal, and empowering health coach of the highest caliber, Remy.
Hello everyone, welcome to the 8th episode of the TMP series for healthy, happy, and better living. My name is Remy Owadukun and I am a certified health coach and weight loss expert. Today I am going to be talking about the biggest reason why you will never lose weight. And I know that this episode is very important because I don't think anybody wants to be in a position where they will never lose weight, right? Okay, so what is the one thing that will stop you from losing weight? Or what is that biggest thing that you lack that will prevent you from losing weight? It is a term called psychological permission. Now I heard the term psychological permission when I attended the Mastering the Business of Your Talent masterclass hosted by Steve Harris. He invited John Obidi, who's an online business coach, to come and speak on his success. And John attributed much of his success to the fact that he had psychological permission. So what is psychological permission? What is this fancy word? What does it even mean? Psychological permission simply is accepting an experience or a reality as possible for you. So let's, for instance, you've always had this desire or wish to help women, to inspire women, to have a TV show and make billions from it and to be recognized worldwide. And just by a stroke of luck, you get invited or you get a ticket or somebody buys a ticket for you to attend Oprah's show. And you're there, you're live, you can feel the vibe, the excitement, you can see the audience, you can interact with them. And she comes out on that stage and she takes that seat and she does what she knows how to do best. And after the show, you walk up to her and you tell her about your dream to be just like her and how you're excited to meet her in person. And she tells you that your dreams are valid. She just gave you psychological permission. Now, even though it seems like it's easy to do, most times, even when other people give us psychological permission, we don't give ourselves psychological permission. And now today on this episode, I'm going to be sharing 5 things that you could do to actually give yourself psychological permission. How can you acquire psychological permission? Where can you find psychological permission? I'm going to be sharing 5 things that you can do, 5 things that you can start doing that would help you get psychological permission. The first thing that you want to do is you want to have a vision board. Like I said, sometimes people do give us psychological permission, but we don't give ourselves psychological permission. One of the ways that you can permit yourself and give yourself psychological permission is by having a vision board. A vision board basically is a physical representation of your dreams and your visions for yourself. Right over there. You can see that some of the photos are taken down already because I have accomplished those things and I need to update my vision board. Now, a vision board is important, and the key thing I want to mention here about vision boarding is many times we create vision boards that we don't even look at. I have this very gorgeous frame at the front of my bedroom door that says, "Life does not have a remote control. You have to get up and fix it yourself." And even though it has these powerful, strong meanings, I hardly look at it. I mean, it's right in front of my bedroom door. Now, the thing is, sometimes because of familiarity and because it's there, we think we actually look at it, but we don't. So what I did is I set a reminder on my phone every day to get up, leave whatever I'm doing, and go and look at the frame. I do the same thing with my vision board, even though it's right above my desk. I do the same thing when I'm not at home. I have a photo on my phone. So if I get the reminder and I'm not home, I just look at the frame on my phone. So I encourage you to have your vision board, and I also encourage you to set a dedicated time every day that you can actually go there, look at your vision board and just internalize and visualize and see yourself in the situations that you've put on your board. The second thing you want to do is you want to get surrounded by information and people who will give you psychological permission. So one of the easiest ways to do this is to actually go on Instagram. If you're trying to lose weight, there are so many people who have beautiful weight loss stories. Go and follow all of them. I mean, even if they're up to 1,000, follow all of them. Imagine if every day you went on Instagram and all you saw were people waking up and getting things done. You're going to feel like, yes, I can do this. You don't want to go following people who are going to make you buy food, and buy food. I'm talking from my personal experience. Anyway, so the second thing you want to do is surround yourself with people and resources that will give you psychological permission. The third thing you want to do is you want to get mentors. Mentors, the more the merrier, depending, or you can get one who can give you what you need. The thing with mentors is when you're going through life, you're going to be faced with so many questions and so many challenges, and you really do need somebody to give you some form of direction and some form of advice, counsel. So the best person to go to is a mentor. So find yourself a mentor in the area in which you want to improve. In this case, we're talking about weight loss. The fourth thing that you want to do is you want to get support from people who genuinely care about you. I was going to say family and friends because like they're kind of obligated to do that. But just in case you don't have family and friends, whoever genuinely cares about you should be a friend, right? So yeah, look for somebody who genuinely cares about you, person or persons, people who will give you support, people who will encourage you when you feel low. You don't want to keep around people who will be like, do you really have to lose weight? Yeah, find the way you are big boned or you are, something ridiculous. Like, I mean, I'm not asking that you throw them away, but try and just keep the people who will encourage you closer than you keep those who will discourage you, whether by intention or not. And I strongly believe that it's not by intention. Now, the fifth thing that you want to do is you want to avoid, by all means, psychological denial. The same way you can get psychological permission is the same way that you can get psychological denial. Like I said about Instagram, I remember when I was still on my weight loss journey. I think I had 5 kg to go, and I was following weight loss experts, and then I was also following all these people who cook meals that were not particularly healthy, and it didn't seem like a big deal. But I realized that every time that I was on their page and looking at their food, even though I had eaten, I still felt hungry. I felt compelled to eat. So I wouldn't notice at the time, but I would leave my phone and then I'll just go to the kitchen, and before you know it, I'll eat. I'm like, oh my God, I'm eating what I shouldn't be eating, or I have already eaten, why am I eating again? So for me, it might not be the same for you, but for me, I had to unfollow those people. So if I used to follow you before and you cook and I no longer follow you, please do not be offended. Now you know my secret. So those are one of the ways that I was giving myself psychological denial. I was giving myself psychological permission, but I was also giving myself psychological denial, so I was like plateauing. I'm going to give you an example of one of my clients. We did everything. She had everything she wanted. She had a gym membership. She had support from her neighbor who was always forcing her to get out and get working out in the mornings. She could afford to pay for healthy meals and have them delivered to the office, but she had zero motivation. She had lost motivation and the drive to actually get up and work out and eat clean. And we kept going back and forth trying to find out what it was, because definitely something was causing this, but we had to find out what it was. There was no point asking her to do the things that she had to do if we didn't know what was triggering her to do otherwise. And while running through her day in detail, she told me that the first thing that she does when she gets to the office is that she picks up the newspaper, turns to the back, and goes through the obituary section of the newspaper. And every single morning, she would see people who were dying at 36, who were looking healthy and fit, dying of a stroke, dying of a heart attack, people who were at 50, which seems to be the new age that people are dying now in some parts of Africa, dying. And she's like, what is the whole point of me trying to eat healthy and trying to lose weight when healthy people are dying? And what's the whole point of all the sacrifice if, even despite of all the sacrifices, I might still die anyhow? Now, every single morning, she was reinforcing psychological denial. Every single morning, she was telling herself that all of this was not worth it, and all of this would not pay off, and everybody else who had done the same thing were not getting results. That was a wild assumption, but it was strong enough to keep her from actually getting things done. So you need to be careful about the things that give you psychological denial, and you really need to be very aware. Sometimes you don't even know what it is. You really need to sit down and ask, when I'm with this person, when I'm doing certain things, when I'm reading certain things, how do I really feel? When I'm done, how do I feel? Do I feel better or do I feel worse? Do I feel empowered or do I feel disempowered? So those are the 5 things you can start doing today to give yourself psychological permission. And I hope that you take this very seriously, because without psychological permission, there's little you can achieve in your personal life, and most especially around your weight loss. Thank you so much for being with me. Until next time, stay healthy.
You are tuned in to the Total Makeover Program series with the amazing, phenomenal, and empowering health coach of the highest caliber, Remy.
Slick City Empire.